Could I give the thing extra 30 seconds? I had the internet out. I think I had a weird outage between, I don't know, 15, well, I don't know, weird outage until just seconds ago. Maybe it's because of downloading the game, but no, we are not going to stream this right now. I'm just buying this first. We got Cold Steel to finish. Okay. Man, this game is really more expensive here in Malaysia now. The first game cost like what? $60? This one costs 156. Double that. Almost double of that. More than double of that, in fact. Oh, wow, expensive. How things in Malaysia are getting worse. The first game only cost like $60. Second game, 160. Oh boy. Anyways, yeah. I think Revelry is going to cost me about $260. I expect it to be at least $260, if not worse, so yeah. Anyways, we're getting back to Cold Steel. We're going to do Heimdall now. Well, or at least the first 2 days of Heimdall. So yeah, Cold Steel 1. Bring up the walkthrough. Meantime, I'll start the game. Play Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel. Right. Control active. Welcome. Alright, here we go. Alright, here we go. Yeah, it says to fit Celine again. Have I fit Celine yet? Yeah, I already fed Celine. Talk to High Arms, who's now clearly flustered at Elise. Only a decent person. Yeah, he's in love with Elise after running through her. And you know what? Rin will eventually just let him have her. Change is good for him. Alright, let's go. You fed the Kit Kat. Yep. You can get good stuff. Well, you know, he had it in him all along, we just need to draw it out. Right! Okay, so I just noticed you bought Trails from Zero. Enjoy it so far? Okay, anyway, yeah. This is a rerun. We're almost done with this. We're halfway through this chapter, I guess. Or 1/3. Alright. PlayStation. Ah, cool. According to what I understand, it's because Falcom does not want the change to be in the PlayStation version. At least that's what the rumors around Reddit were. So yeah. Okay. People. 500,000. The world's people have about 3,000 grand sale. Right, now we talk to everybody. Yep, that's true. Urban. Couple of days. Load a bit. Matthias is practically tempting fate. Alright. Let's do this.
Let the battle begin. We draw here, right? I'm first.
Went to sabotage.
Ouch. Crap. Crap. Mirror. Ouch. Crap.
Oops.
Looks like I win.
Wow. Talk about bad hand.
Let the battle begin.
Yep. Just gonna bad hand.
We draw
Do
here,
this.
You're first, I guess.
Bolt 5. So 1, 4, 5.
Guess we'd better draw again.
Get a tie.
I'm first. Take this.
Yeah. Take this yourself.
Ouch. Guess we'd better draw again. I'm first. Take this. Crap. Crap. Take this. Mirror. Guess we'd better draw again. You're first, I guess. Guess I lost.
Okay. That was easy. Alright. Stop talking. We're done. Let me get the story on. This chair is a bit... I don't know why when I bought it was very comfortable, but as time went by, it's losing its comfortability. Heimdall Central Station.
Exactly on time.
Huh? Claire.
Wait, what?
Earthed.
You're from the Railway Military Police, if memory serves me correctly.
You're
Captain Claire, was it?
That's right. I'm glad you remember me. I believe it's been about 3 months since we last met.
So, this must be the woman the group who went to Celtic encountered.
So this is an officer from the fearsome RMP?
Since you're here, does that mean you're going to be the one assigning our tasks for this month's field study?
No, I'm just here to provide a place for you to talk with the person who is. He should be here any moment now. Oh, here he comes.
Perfect timing.
Marcus's dad.
No way.
Well, you did tempt fate.
Dad?
Huh. I've seen him in the Imperial Chronicle before.
Governor Regnitz, one of the Reformists' most influential voices.
So this is Machias' father.
This is the first time I've met most of you, so let me introduce myself. I'm Karl Regnitz, Machias' father. I'm the governor of Heimdall and head of the local government. It's a pleasure to finally meet you, ladies and gentlemen of Class 7.
Didn't even give Marcus Arcus' phone number. How sad. Yeah, bunny eared lawyer. Yep. It's massive. Damn, that's a really nice house. sister's home. Was jealous. Ember armor. Right, let's go to the concert cafe first. Yeah, true. You should just find Prince Oliver, but then again, you probably annoy half of the cafe patrons. So I'll probably annoy half of the cafe's patrons. So yeah, that's all. So yeah, then go to Dracula's Plaza. Next quest.
Here's the statue of Emperor Dracos. He strikes quite a stately pose.
Weird to think he's the one who founded our academy.
started. Alright, head back to Vancouver Street. Chronicles of the Chronicle.
Isn't this...
Oh, this is where they published the Imperial Chronicle newspaper.
Does it say there?
Okay.
Right, go!
Yeah, it's all Greek. All Greek to me. Okay, let's go. By Force, Western House, Mimosa, and then Watson's, and probably, okay, looks like. By Force, look for Western House. Plaza Cafe. Glacier. Oh, what's this? Right. Lastly, Lumiere. Alright, and now the big finish for day one. Oh wait, I'm supposed to go to Western House here. Yeah, not a problem. Especially fresh milk. Oh, no, wait. I keep missing this. Make sure I have everything. And then to buy a puppy strap. I already have 5 of these. Alright, we're finally ready to prime to do the... we're finally primed. I'm grinding the trick for Mira. Yeah. Is this a hotel? Can't remember. No, it's this one. This is a hotel. The Himmel. Alright, so we are supposed to go back to the hotel. Let's go back for event. Okay, they'll go for their lunch. Automated, I guess.
Oh my.
Oh, it's Misty. Vita Clotilde, aka.
Lady Clotilde, is it time for you to depart?
Yes, I'll be stepping out for a while. But more importantly, who do we have here?
Is that... No way! Vita Clotilde? Whoa! I can't believe it! It's really her!
I never thought I'd actually get the chance to meet her.
Wait, who is this now?
You three, don't just stand there staring. You're in the presence of the legendary opera singer Vita Clotilde, the Azure Diva herself.
The Azure Diva, huh? I do recall hearing that name at some point.
Wait, you don't know who she is?
I'm not surprised. Opera is a world unto itself. I expect there are multitudes who have never heard of me before.
Green picks up something. Yep.
I'm Vita Clotilde, an opera singer. I'd be delighted if you would come and hear me sing sometime.
I'm surprised her spell actually got Makias so deep in that he didn't make the connection. That their voices sound familiar. He's picking up first. She could have one-shot it exactly. Then again, so can we now. Let's go.
Oh, what a nice looking treasure chest.
Is that a treasure chest?
Okay.
This would make a great training area. I envy the people who live around here.
Only you would see an underground passage and think about training.
Alright. That's bad.
Oh, what a nice looking treasure chest.
Right, must chest. Weapons, dripping water.
Watch out, guys!
Here we go. Second form, Gale!
I'll handle it. Here! Hostiles neutralized. Guess we're safe.
It's just a flashbang and they're all dead. Okay. Oh, giant drone.
That one looks annoying.
We have nothing to fear.
Go! Second form, Gale!
I'll handle it. Here we go.
Of course. Off guard. Speed.
My turn. Here we go.
An opening.
Go!
I'll handle it. Here we go. My turn.
An opening.
Right!
Go!
Laura will serve the league.
Of course. Ta!
We should keep going.
All right!
Well, that was... maybe you should just stop worrying about trying to form a combat link with each other.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I can see why you'd really want to.
No. I don't want to hold our group back more than I already have. I'd like to withdraw from active combat and take a more supporting role for the duration of this field study.
But Laura, it doesn't make any sense for you not to be in the thick of the fight.
Don't be ridiculous. If anyone should be benched, it's me. It makes sense when you consider what each of us brings to a fight.
No. My own immaturity is the cause of this. There's still a part of me that refuses to accept you, and this is the result. I'm sorry. I didn't think I was this narrow-minded. And I apologize for the distress my prejudice has no doubt been causing you. I came to realize during my club activities that I still have a lot of maturing left to do.
Laura...
As such, Rean, I wish to withdraw.
Denied. Actually, I'll be the one withdrawing from frontline combat.
What?
Huh?
Rean?
This seems awfully sudden.
During all the battles we fought, one thing stood out to me. I couldn't help but notice that under ordinary circumstances, Laura and Fee's fighting styles complement each other perfectly.
Well...
You think so?
Interesting. What do you mean?
Laura's the ideal knight, standing strong in the thick of the fight, dominating enemies with her blade. Then there's Fee, the ideal vanguard, overwhelming the opposition with her speed and creating openings for Laura. During the practical exam, none of us should have stood a chance against the two of you.
When you put it that way, it does make sense.
If they could form a combat link, they'd be virtually unstoppable.
Yeah, I don't think that's escaped you two either. That's why you keep trying to form a combat link, but there's something stopping you from connecting with each other. Whatever
It's a
it
bad
is,
5G connection.
frustrating both of you this whole time, right?
Mm-hmm. It's exactly as you say.
Okay, so, since that's how things stand, it makes no sense for you two to just give up and withdraw from combat. In fact, considering everyone's relative strengths and weaknesses, it makes the most sense for me to fall back. This way, you'll have more chances to work out whatever it is that's standing in the way of you forming a link.
You have my thanks.
We'll take you up on your offer then.
That's what I like to hear.
You really can be audacious sometimes, you know. Just like you were with me and Eustace.
You think? I don't really think I did anything out of the ordinary.
That's so you, Rean, to not think anything of it. Still, thanks to you, there might be hope for these two after all.
We'll do what we can.
But first, we need to get back to the hotel, right?
Man still.
Leave it to me.
My turn.
Okay.
It's always out.
Is that a treasure chest?
Yeah.
There's a light.
The sound's getting louder too.
You must be getting close to the exit now.
The go again? Right. Like Chuck E. Cheese animatronics. Oh crap, I forgot to receive the book. Ah crap, I forgot to receive the book. I forgot to take the book. I forgot the book. I forgot the Red Moon Rose book. Well, let's hope that's a backup. Let's hope that's an autosave. Crap, I forgot the book. So here, 313. Okay, did autosave. Took her off on the area 2. I forgot the auto.
Leave it to me. Kick. Kick.
Crap, I forgot the book.
Oh, a treasure chest!
Good thing I don't have to do much. I have horrible lights out here.
There's a light.
The sound's getting louder too.
We must be getting close to the exit now.
Meter Park. Why they name a park after a tow truck? I talk to the guy sitting with at the bench. Right.
Whoa, this is incredible.
He could open a shop with all the instruments here.
A piano, violins, wind instruments, a robust percussion section. I'm assuming the papers in the cabinet are all sheet music?
There's no way you can call this just a hobby.
Yeah, coming in here, this must look like some rabid obsession to you guys. You know, my mom was a pretty famous pianist. Being raised around music like that, my sister and I ended up sharing her love of music.
Really?
Looking at all this, I can see why you decided to join the wind orchestra at the academy.
Still, why didn't you go to the same school as the people we met earlier?
Fee?
Wait, Fee, that's not...
Don't worry about it. I'm sure this comes as no surprise. But I'd originally planned to attend the music academy.
Parental father.
My sister and I grew up listening to our mom play the piano. Dad was more the strong, stoic type. He didn't know much about music, but he was head over heels in love with her. Our home was always filled with the sound of music, and it kept our family smiling together. But 7 years ago, Mom got really ill. Eventually, she passed away. After her death, my sister and I both wanted to follow in her footsteps. She enrolled at the music academy and began working toward a career as a pianist. Naturally, I tried to do the same, but Dad wouldn't hear of it. It's one thing to have it as a hobby, but the idea of a man of the Empire making his living through music is absurd. No matter how hard I tried to convince him, he just shook his head and refused to listen. Then he started recommending one military academy after another, trying to push me toward a career in the army. Eventually, I didn't have much choice. I had to give up my dream of attending the music academy. I hated him for it. I really did. I'm no good at fighting, never have been. I'd get smoked in a real war. But after some research, I found one academy, Thor's, offered plenty of music-related classes, and that about half of its graduates end up in careers outside the military. In the end, I met him halfway and chose to enroll at Thor's. Kinda pathetic, huh? You've all got great reasons why you're there at the academy. Then there's me, who'd rather be on a stage than a battlefield, but I couldn't go against my dad. For a while, I started to think that maybe my passion for music had kinda cooled off. But I'm still full of regrets about the music academy and the summer festival concert, so I guess it hasn't after all. Oh, I wish I could just crawl into a hole right now.
So that's how you ended up at Thor's.
I had no idea.
Do you regret it? Coming to Thor's and all?
Huh? Of course not. Why would I?
So, you don't?
Life at the academy keeps me busy, but I still have time to perform with the wind orchestra after class is out. And I feel like I really broaden my horizons every time we go on a field study. Honestly, I feel like I get more out of Thor's than if I had just enrolled at the music academy without much thought. Maybe it's because whether I decide I want to be a musician or do something else totally different, I'll at least have the chance to choose what I want without someone deciding for me.
Elliot.
Wow, you've really given this a lot of thought.
You really are strong, Elliot.
I still feel jealous when I see my friends who went to the music academy putting their heart and soul into their music. But even with that, I've got no regrets about coming to Thor's. None at all. Besides, if I hadn't come, I never would have met you guys, would I? I'd regret that way more.
How can you say that with a straight face?
Maybe he's just oblivious.
I didn't think I was saying anything particularly embarrassing.
I'd figured that most people would blush saying something like that.
Still, this is Elliot we're talking about. He can get away with it.
You're the last person who should be saying that, Reen. Actually, I just remembered. I Guess I do have one regret after all.
Oh?
What is it?
Remember the summer festival concert my friends said they're going to be performing in? Back when my mom was still alive, she performed in it, and my sister played in it 5 years ago too. So I was really hoping that I'd be able to take the stage there one day too.
Right, event time. Can't be here there, she's really my favorite person. Seriously gonna do this? Done.
What a pleasant evening.
It's pretty relaxing.
I don't see any people in this part of the park.
I'm fine with here if you are.
All right, Fee. Here are my conditions. If I win this duel, I want you to tell me about your past. Your personal history. At first, there was something about your strength that I couldn't bring myself to accept. From the moment we first met, I could tell you were holding back. And considering your build, your combat proficiency is extraordinary. It's simply too far removed from what I've come to know through following the way of the sword.
No doubt.
Really?
Yeah, all things considered, Fee's strength is totally improbable for someone her size.
To add to that, you were once part of a Jaeger Corps. I can't say I've ever thought of the Jaegers in a particularly favorable light. If one defines knighthood as the way of the virtuous, how can the path of the Jaeger be seen as anything but corrupt? I came to believe that because we'd been raised with such strongly opposing values, I could not accept you. However, I was mistaken. After hearing Elliot's story, I asked myself again why it was that I felt such resistance to fighting alongside you. I tried to ascertain my own feelings, slowly and carefully, and that was when I finally realized, during all these months we spent together, I've known deep down that you were worthy of my trust. Our values had nothing to do with that judgment. It came from my heart alone. But in my stubbornness, I refused to acknowledge that one simple truth. In my heart, I had already deemed you worthy of trust. Yet in my mind, I still couldn't see past our incompatibilities. I suspect that contradiction was what prevented us from using our Arcus to fight as one.
So, that's how it was. Did you know about this?
Yeah, I noticed during our fight with that monster earlier.
You weren't the only one who thought we couldn't get along. You live your life so honestly. I guess somewhere along the way I'd given up on you ever accepting me.
I see.
Still, what does this have to do with wanting to know about my past? Why do you want to know?
It's very simple, really. I want to know because I like you.
What are you?
I find it frustrating when I'm not able to understand those I've taken an interest in or have a high opinion of. I felt like this several months ago with Rean, and I feel the same way now. That's why I want to know your history. I want to know what shaped you into who you are now. That said, this is simply an act of self-indulgence on my part. Nothing more, nothing less.
I'm not sure what to say.
That's our lore, all right.
You really are something else. It's fine. I don't mind telling you. But taking your spoils by force is the Jaeger's way through and through. Is that okay with you?
It's fine. Because I have no intention of thinking of my reward as a spoil of battle. I'd much rather consider it an honor, bestowed for a hard-won victory.
Fine by me.
You just talk things out. Why do you even need to fight now?
All right, I'll officiate your duel. Neither of you need to hold anything back. If I think it's getting too dangerous, I'll step in and stop the fight.
Very well.
Thanks.
Go!
Shatter! Target locked. Here.
Yeah. Nonchalantly.
Impressive.
Same to you.
Then I won't hold back. Allow me to show my strongest skill learned from my father.
Then I'll show you my strongest. Learned it from the boss himself.
That's enough!
Both KO'd.
I couldn't even tell who won. What about you, Rean?
I feel bad saying this after volunteering to be the judge, but as far as I could tell, it was a draw.
Really?
Well, I suppose it is what it is. I'll simply have to continue my training and challenge you again another time. And don't forget, I still wish to duel you as well.
Wait, what?
Actually, I lost this one.
Huh?
Jaegers are at our best when we fight at night. The darkness gives us an edge. But even after I threw out a flash grenade, the duel still ended in a draw. If we'd fought during the day, I would have lost.
That's
She has a point.
Well then.
very well. I'll accept this victory.
Well, anyway.
I guess the two of us should go for a little stroll then.
I don't mind if you listen. Is that fine with you, Laura?
I have no objections. We're all in this together.
Okay.
Okay.
I used to be part of a Jaeger Corps called Zephyr. Before that, my earliest memories are of explosions and battlefields. I found myself wandering in a war-torn hotspot on the outskirts of some country I never even knew the name of. Jaeger Corps threw themselves into battle for the highest bidder day after day, while I wandered alone. The man who eventually took me in called himself the Jaeger King. He was the leader of Zephyr, a pretty famous Jaeger Corps. He was middle-aged, crafty, stubborn, and lucky. He always seemed so carefree, but he never let his guard down. To me, though, he was the closest thing to a father I've ever had. The other members of Zephyr had their quirks, but they were all nice to me. As time went on, I started helping with the cleaning, the cooking, the packing. During my free time, they started teaching me all kinds of skills I'd need to survive on the battlefield. One thing led to another, and I ended up fighting in my first real battle. I was 10, I think. The boss was reluctant, but after the others persuaded him, he made me a full-fledged member of the group. For the next few years, we lived and fought together. I even picked up a nickname like some career Jaegers do. Sylphide. We roamed all across the continent together. There were hard times. Times when we thought we might not live through the night, but we always did. Together. Until last year, when our boss died. It was a clash with another Jaeger Corps, the Red Constellation.
AKA Randy's Corps.
People used to say they were the only other Jaeger Corps in West Zemuria who could match us.
And the man, Randy's dad.
Their leader, a guy they called the War God, had been on bad terms with our boss for years.
Yep.
Eventually, the War God and the Jaeger King decided to settle things with one big duel. They kept going for 3 days and 3 nights. In the end, they both fell. After that,
you know what? Before this, the War God the War God never really made any sense to me. But now,
all the members
we know
who
that
were
that's
left
Randy's
just
dad.
scattered.
So
Then, just like that, I was alone again.
yeah, playing Zia and Zero really did bring up a lot. Really did
I don't know what to say.
Really did make this game
After that, you ended
more
up
meaningful,
coming to
I
the
guess.
academy?
Yep.
A lot of things suddenly made sense.
Just when I was wondering what I'd do next, Sarah showed up. She said she'd been following the situation between Zephyr and the Red Constellation. That's how we first met. I told her about what happened, and she dragged me to the academy. She introduced me to the principal, and after that, well, you know the rest.
That's quite a history. Listening to you tell your story really brings into focus how limited my view of the world has been. But I feel like I finally know you. There's still so much more I want to learn, of course, but at least this gives me a base to build on. How about it? Care to mix things up a little?
Oh. Let's do it.
One shall dream.
Now wait just a...
Should have known. I guess I've had this coming since the practical exam, huh?
Well, it's at your discretion, of course. I doubt either of us has the energy to fight at our peak.
But we'll give it a try.
You've got to be kidding me! We haven't got a chance against them!
Come on. This is a good opportunity to see what they can really do, right? Let's just think of this as a little bonus for our field study and give it the best we've got.
But I don't intend to hold back. So I expect no less from both of you.
You have my thanks.
Here we go.
I'm not going to hold back. Fine, I'll do it.
My turn. Here we go.
Whoa! Instant death Reed! Instant death Matthias!
Of course. Shatter!
Instant death
Should have seen
Matthias!
that coming.
We should keep going.
Okay. Day 1 is finally over. And my conditioning is going mad again.
We did it.
Uh-huh.
This
It's like they're off in their own little world.
I think we've just witnessed the birth of an unstoppable duo.
Hey, what are you four doing? Oh, crap.
Uh-oh.
Students, are you from one of the local high schools?
We received reports of a group causing a terrible racket in the park. What in Adios' name were you doing?
Oops.
Please, sir, this isn't what it might seem like. There's a perfectly reasonable, though admittedly rather complicated explanation for all of this.
We're very sorry for any trouble we've caused. We tried to minimize the disturbance to others, but it seems we weren't totally successful there.
Perhaps dueling in the park wasn't as good of an idea as it first seemed.
Maybe the underground tunnels would have been better.
You know, it's a little late for such deep insights. Besides, who do you think were the ones who started this? Don't just act like you're some innocent bystanders.
Go to a police station and get warning.
Ooh, you're moving up in the world. I've got a little reward here for you. Drinks are on me someday.
Alright, day 2. Halfway through this stream. I need to go to the toilet first.
Huh? Are they all still asleep? It's almost time for breakfast.
Oh, it's you, Elliot. Sorry, we didn't mean to keep you waiting.
What's wrong? You look exhausted.
You might say we had a pretty eventful night.
Look at these geriatrics. On the other hand, as you can see, we have gusto to spare. Isn't that right, Fee?
And you call yourselves men.
How can you two just waltz around like that after last night? Are you even human?
Oh, just calm down.
Wow, what the heck did you guys do last night? The two of you look like you've been chased around town by wolves, but Fee and Laura are all buddy-buddy now.
Yeah, we'll catch you up on that later. First things first. Let's grab the list of today's tasks from the mailbox.
Police running after. Alright. I'm done pot monster. Meet for walk-in. Oh no. Yeah, we'll do this one first. But yeah, toilet time. Be right back. Alright, let's get going. Ouch. Right, first stop, Ranquil Street, Lesage again. Demand state that produce Dunlop tires. Pedometer. Right. Laura's evade ability would have been impeded. Yeah, evade is now 45. 80, evade 70. Right, let's go. Get to the Ost District. Enter house number 2. Go straight in. Can say she's full of no energy. Cha-cha. That's the name of a car, isn't it? Why you name after a car and not a... Never mind. I guess that joke will fly over 90% of people's head. Right, let's go look for... hold on. Yeah, start here. Resemble cow. I call that a Frisian. A Frisian feline. Mr. Tiddles. They call him Mr. Tiddles. Alright. So yeah, we have to do the make for walking quest now. Out of water. No matter, we're almost done here. Alright. We'll get really, really complicated now. I'm drinking a lot of water. Oh, sorry about that. Go. Oh.
Hostile spotted.
My turn!
I'll handle it.
My turn. You still have a lot of training to do.
Lots of flying seafood. Drum. Cephs.
That looks like a tough one. Be careful!
A worthy adversary.
Here we go! Second form, Gale!
What's the point when I can one hit them?
Okay. Hostiles neutralized. Guess we're safe.
Well, let me eliminate them when I can already one hit them. Yes, because the monster is too strong. Maybe the monster is too strong.
I wonder when that mechanism was made.
I'm guessing a few hundred years ago at least. Probably during the Dark Ages.
Those were difficult times back then. Is that a treasure chest?
Phobia. Another fate spinner.
That one looks annoying. Watch that.
Don't let it intimidate you! Go!
Okay. Hostiles neutralized. Guess we're safe. Advantage is ours.
Here we go! Second form, Gale!
My turn. Hostiles neutralized. Guess what?
Career bomb.
spy treasure.
Now's our chance.
Accident.
Go! Second form, Gale!
My turn. Here we go. Hostiles neutralized. Guess we're safe.
What the way to?
Right! Kick! Eat that! Kick! Eat that! Kick! Eat that! Kick! Kick!
Spy treasure.
Darkness doesn't get to me.
Eat that! Kick!
Is that a treasure chest?
Eat that!
Okay then. For now.
This place seems like it goes on forever.
You're telling me?
My father sure gave us a real humdinger of a job to deal with.
Well, I'm sure we must be getting close now.
Kick! A dangerous foe. Stay on guard. Kick! Watch out. This is a tough one. Go! The second form. Gale!
My turn. Projectiles neutralized. Guess we're safe.
Humdinger.
Eat that! Kick!
It's not one dingbanger.
Best Buy treasure.
Fishing with guns. Alright.
Is that a treasure chest?
It is, but there's no way there, I guess. Where am I heading? Oh, I'm headed back. I'm headed the wrong way.
Eat that!
Am I heading the right way? Yeah, I'm gonna go this way.
Eat that! Eat that! Eat that!
There's fish in the water.
Kick!
More Zerum powder.
Eat that! Eat that! Kick! Kick!
Is it this way? I mean, it's so dark I can't hardly tell.
Eat that!
Okay, monster chest.
Enemy sighted! Take him out! Go! Second form, Gale!
My turn. Here I go.
Leave it to me. Locked and loaded. You won't get away.
That takes care of them.
You level up.
Done.
Zerum powder, and we're done. Be okay, we don't need that. Okay.
That looks like...
Sewer alligator.
Eat that!
Watch out, this is a tough one. Go!
I'll handle it. we go.
It's my turn! How about this?
Of course. Shatter! Off guard. Broken.
I'll handle it. Target locked.
Go!
Euro Arts.
Huh.
That's that. Let's keep moving.
Right. Head back to the second. Head back to the second part of the dungeon.
A challenging foe.
Kick!
We should engage it with care.
Watch out! My turn! The second form, Gale!
Okay.
Right! Ah! You still have a lot of training to do.
Eat that! Kick! Kick! Eat that! Huh! Huh!
Right. The fit
That one looks
speeder.
annoying. Watch out. This one's dangerous. Stay on your toes.
Here we go! The second form, Gale!
My turn.
Right! Huh? We should keep going.
Eat that!
Trying to make sense of the map. Yeah, I think I got a rough idea of how to tackle this.
Spike treasure. Oh, there's the exit.
We're finally there.
Alright, you know what? Nah. I'm gonna finish the med again. Right. Chess set, books, study. Hot dogs.
There's a photo.
Oh, that.
Aww, look at cute little Machias there.
He looks like he had such a sweet disposition.
Yeah, before he grew up to be a stubborn old nag.
Stop nitpicking people's old family photos!
The governor looks the same as ever, though. Is that woman next to him your older sister or something?
Close enough. She was a cousin on my father's side of the family. Since she lived quite close, she often came to visit. Now her family was just my father and I, so having her around was a big help.
The way you speak about her seems to imply you no longer see her. Did she get married and move away?
She died around 6 years ago.
Oh.
I see. And that has something to do with why you hate the nobility, right?
So...
I never really planned on telling anyone about this, but considering all we've been through, I suppose it's time I told you a little more about me. It's a long story, but would you hear me out?
Of course.
Absolutely.
Glad to.
Thanks. Sis was 9 years my senior. Beautiful, kind. To me, she was in every sense the ideal woman. Now, as I said earlier, we're a family of commoners through and through. But my father proved to be a very capable government official. And eventually, he was promoted to an important government position, where he started to make a name for himself. Honesty and integrity are a core part of his work ethic. So, of course, he made his fair share of enemies. But after seeing success in a number of major projects, he gained a reputation both inside and outside the government. My mother died when I was still young, but Sis happened to live around here and ended up helping us in more ways than I can count. Since she was his niece, my father always made a fuss over her. And even though she didn't live in the same house, she was like a real sister to me, a real daughter to my father. I was always so proud of her. As a child, she was practically my idol. And as you'd expect, she had countless admirers among the men of the city. But for all her popularity, she was always level-headed and sensible. So I never felt I had anything to worry about. Until he appeared. He was one of my father's subordinates at City Hall. Though unlike him, he was a noble by birth. A man of high rank, too. The heir of a count. However, he had none of the arrogance or haughtiness one usually associates with the nobility. When I met him myself, he came across as an honest and loyal man. He met Sis when Dad introduced him to her one day, and eventually the two of them fell in love and began a relationship, despite the difference in their social status. As a child, I was frustrated beyond words, but even I had to admit that the two of them made a good couple. And Sis seemed so happy when she was with him that I had no choice but to let it go and accept their relationship. Time went on and they became engaged, with Dad acting as the go-between. And that's when everything started to fall apart. His family couldn't have been more blatant in their attempts to undermine the relationship. Apparently, one of the four great houses, House Cayenne, proposed an arranged marriage on short notice. The Count's family were up in arms at the thought he might choose to take a mere commoner as his wife. Since my father held an important post, they were limited in how shamelessly they could try to sabotage the marriage. But they began to harass and threaten her in secret every way they could think of. They made her life a living hell. Maybe she didn't want to cause trouble for the man she loved, or perhaps she did it out of consideration for my father. But all that time she chose to endure it alone. She never discussed it or asked for help. And finally, it became so crushing that she took her own life. It was only afterward that my father and I learned what had really happened. It seems that at the very last, he had chosen to betray her love for him. But I told her, he said. I told her I'd treasure her as my mistress instead if she'd just accept that we couldn't be married. I just don't understand it. Why would she take her own life?
Governor Regnitz understandably angry.
After that, my father seemed to redouble his efforts. It was like watching a machine kick into high gear. With the help of his ally, Chancellor Osborne, he was able to wrest control of City Hall from the noble faction. Then, 4 years ago, he was appointed to his current position as governor of Heimdall. And that's how the Regnitz family came to be where it is.
I don't even know what to say.
So that's why you started hating nobles?
Yeah. I was so furious at Sis's death. My hatred needed to be directed at someone. Anyone. First I blamed her fiancé, then his family, and the family of the Duke who tried to intervene. In the end, I just hated the nobility as a whole. The people, their culture, the entire idea of social classes. I desperately wanted the strength to win against them. To show how right I was. How wrong they were.
Yeah.
But Deep down, I knew the truth about my hate. I knew I was taking out my anger on people who didn't deserve it. People who had done nothing wrong.
You...
They may be from different social classes, but people are still individuals. Sis's fiancé was faithful to her. He just wasn't strong enough to shield her from all that ugliness, despite his love. And the Count and his family were only acting in their best interests, which is to be expected, really. Ultimately, I've had to acknowledge that not all commoners are good people, and not all nobles are unworthy of respect. Eustace might not have done much to change my opinion, but getting to know you two showed me that there are nobles who live up to that name.
Machias.
I have no idea how my father feels about all of this, but this is how I've come to feel.
I see. You have my thanks.
I'm glad you felt you could talk to us about it.
Still, I don't think it hurt to be a bit more honest with yourself. If you're willing to admit all of that, maybe you can find it in you to be friends with Eustace, too.
Are you kidding me? I might accept that not all nobles are bad, but that arrogant, self-centered fool can go choke on a palm. Who's mocking me for spending so much time studying, or telling me I need to get out more.
I don't think he goes quite that far. Besides, I don't think he does it on purpose. He doesn't mean any harm.
That's the most irritating part! He does it without thinking!
Well, that was a good coffee break, wouldn't you say?
Alright. Blue Blank is starting to mess with them now. Can we leave yet? We can go back to Oz District. Yeah. Gangi Pub. Alright, next we should go to Branquia Street and turn in the shoe quest. Alright. That's everything except burglary. So, the Ganya district. Wiping the smug satisfaction off his face. Oops, nope. Why doesn't they suspect him? Oh, come on. Isn't his name so... Isn't it so obvious? Oh, come on. How can you not suspect him? It's so obvious. After he left, only Rin suspects him. Why? No, on the other hand, yeah, capturing him now is pointless because we won't know where the heck he's hiding the thing. Which table it is? Right.
So the tiara really... Now I'm wondering if the last... I don't remember their... I see.
To have done...
I'll say.
What's wrong, man?
I think it's time we put an end to this little charade. Don't you, Baron Blue Blanc? Or should I call you Phantom Thief B?
Took Rin this long to figure it out.
What? This savory...
Wait, aren't you the Baron?
That's the mask of...
Allow me to introduce Baron Blue Blanc. Incidentally, might I...
It didn't really take much discovering. You went out of your way to show up in the Crystal Garden after all. Now, maybe it's just me, but I find it hard to believe you were seriously trying to hide your identity to begin with. Your disguises? Nothing short of perfect, I have to admit. But with all the work you've put into this, I suspected you might come check on us near the end of your little game.
But why would you do something?
Just nah. Now that we know your identity...
Theft is...
Indeed.
What? Just regardless, I'll be watching, ladies and...
Ouroboros technology.
He disappeared again.
He might still be nearby.
Ouroboros technology. Alright. Many feelings about you, but love to be stretching it. Right. We're almost done. But you know what? Not now. Because 3 hours are up. So yeah. I estimate this will take longer than I anticipated, so I'll just lump this and lump the entire 30-minute cutscene into the next days, into the final days, you know, field studies. So yeah, because the final days field study looks kind of short, so yeah. Alright, so that's it for tonight. It's Wednesday, so there's no stream tomorrow, but on Thursday night we'll conclude this chapter, and yeah, I guess that's about it. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Ramchal signing off. I know it's kinda, yeah, it's 5 AM. So yeah, thanks for watching guys. See you guys on Thursday. Have a good day or night wherever you are. I'm going back to bed, so yeah.